happy birthday Solodragon. This is some of the highlights from the games that we played last Friday on your birthday with Mr. Crow. I'm not going to show all of them because we played for well over an hour, but here's a selection of games. So we're starting on the dungeon in 3-on-3, so we're going to teleport up to the top. It's a tried and tested strategy to just use the Rivonics to bounce darts off that backboard and just create a nightmare in the spawn zone of the opponents. This is something that King Tony and I do frequently when we play together. It doesn't always net me a lot of tags, but it does net me a lot of damage in general. So we're now just moving forward and supporting our teammates who have rushed the opponents, and already the opponents are under the cosh, they're getting spawn killed now. So we're in control of this match and it should be a nice easy victory to start us off with. So Mr. Kraut has been taken out, but Solo and I are holding the left flank quite well. And now we've got Mr. Kraut moving in, so we can all three of us just rush forward. I've got the shield active, so we can just do a load of damage. And now I get taken out by the Vulcan, so I'm going to come back in with the Ultra Select. We only need one more tag for the game, so I'm just going to teleport up to the top, provide some sniper support. We've got my teammates are forward and they are putting in the work, so I'm just going to see if I can get the final tag or at least do a lot of damage. Opponents are weakened, so Croat just needs to tap someone with that brain saw, and there we go, there's the victory. Okay, good game to start, let's jump to the next. Okay, next game we're looking at is Pinball. Let's have a look at what's on the opposing side of the battlefield. Nothing of note really. There's a Stratahawk that has a stun ability, could cause some problems. There's an Ultra Strike, but that hasn't been particularly meta shifting. So it should be a fairly easy game, I hope. So just starting off by trying to defend against the first push, which we do quite successfully. Yep, there's all three down. So now we can move up and grab these tokens. Croat used the shield and took the brunt of the first wave and now has ran forward, using the healing ability on that Ghoul Grinder. And there's that Stratahawk and the stun ability I told you about, so I take my first tag and come back in with my Rivonics. I'm not sure where my tokens went, doesn't look like anyone's picked them up, so I'll just grab these two and move forward. So you can see Croat using that shield Ghoul Grind ability to really disrupt the opponents over at their spawn point, and he's just playing rather menacingly. Okay, so it looks like Solo managed to pick up the tokens I dropped, so now we're in a good position. So all three of us are just menacing that spawn point, just trying to keep the opponents under the cosh. I just need to remember to pick up the tokens as they spawn, otherwise we won't win the game. And down goes Solo. I think taken out by that hammer. Was probably concentrating a little too hard on the long range. But not to worry, we get the tokens and move back. We took one stun hit there from that Stratahawk, but thankfully they were taken care of by Croat. So now I've got all the tokens, or 9 of them anyway. So I just need to fall back and hide. Both Solo and Croat are holding 1 token each for a little redundancy, so that if one gets taken out, the count doesn't reset. But that doesn't happen. Nice win. Right, let's move on to another game. Arena 3 now. Let's see. An Ultra Strike. An Ultra 1. Yeah, nothing to really worry about on the opposing side. So let's see how this game goes. So start off trying to push forward. Managed to take out all 3 of them. That was some nice selecting. So now I managed to pick up those 2 tokens and just fall back a little bit. I already had to use my heal, and my heal's on cooldown. I've taken a fair few hits, so I just want to hold back for the time being. I just keep playing the sniper. Croat's doing a really good job of holding the front, and then we've got Solodragon on the right hand flank, also holding back a bit. Okay, we're back to full health, so I can move forward a little bit, try and support Croat. Croat gets taken down, so now we just need to defend this push. Managed to do that successfully and pick up a token as well. There's another one. Once again, taking some damage, so I hit that heal. And Solo's holding the back, I think potentially defending against anybody going through the teleport to try and flank us, which is a really clever thing to do if your sniper has got all of the tokens. Although there I get taken out by that hyperfire. So I run in with the Rivonics and then I use the ricocheting darts to take that person out as they approach Solo. Solo's with me now. We've all been pushed back, but all three of us push forward together. Although Solo's fallen back and he's now coming up the left-hand flank, so rather than holding the right, I'm just bouncing these darts all over the place, trying to do some damage, and now we're in good control. So all three of us moving up. I've got 8 of the tokens, 2 of them is held by Croat, so I don't want to fall back. I hit that shield, run forward, and just try and help to defend Croat. Croat using that shield and that healing ability to stop himself from dying, and we get another victory. Very well played, lads. Arena 2, great for the sniper. Let's see what we've got going on here. An opposing Nitro, and Croat switched up and is now using Rivonics, a Rev Reaver, and the Cyclone Shock for that 20% damage increase boost. That's interesting, so let's see what difference that makes. So we can't rely on him running up front with that Ghoul Grinder anymore, although could absolutely do that with the Rivonics if he so chooses. So we fought our way to the middle, and there goes Solodragon, now taking on that forward roll. That's very good instinct, and well done for paying attention to the roles that your teammates are playing. That shows that you're paying proper attention. Now, if you watch Croat, look at the rate of fire that he's managed to build up to with that Rip Reaver. That looks really fun. I've nearly got this blasted to level 14. I'm looking forward to trying it out. So we've been pushed back quite successfully there, but we do defend that push, and now we can make our way back to the middle, pick up the token, and we are once again in control of this battlefield. So both of my teammates are forward now, so I'm holding back in the sniper position, picking up the tokens, and we appear to be in control. No longer have 3 opponents on the battlefield at the same time, so we know that their blasters are on cooldown, which means they're under the cosh and we are winning quite comfortably. They did at least manage to formulate that one decent push, but so far that's kind of the worst that we've had to deal with, really. Solo's gone down and opponents pick those tokens up, but Croat very quickly manages to neutralise them and recover those tokens, so we are once again in control. It looks like Solodragon might have teleported forward there with the brain saw, so once again they're just keeping the opponents under the cosh. I just need to be careful of that hammer, pick up the 10th token. And I don't know if the video's showing it, I was lagging a little bit here, so I was just being extra cautious how I moved around that hole. Okay, so all we need to do now is support Croat, who should hopefully make a fight in retreat, and unfortunately he dies in that retreat, so I pick up the 10th token and now I just fall back. Solodragon very sensibly staying forward to defend, and up runs Mr. Croat with that Rivonics, so I don't have to worry about defending the tokens myself. There we go, another good victory. Well played, lads. Let's go on to the next game. Both Solo and I are under level compared to Croat, so when we play with him we face much tougher opponents. Nothing much going on the opposing side. We've got a Stratahawk, a Vulcan, a Mega Mastodon. Yeah, should be interesting. I'll start off with the Ultra Select, and I'm holding the right hand flank and just trying to defend against this first incoming push. Already had to heal up, but we've defended the first wave and the second wave coming straight in, although they're not moving as a unit. So there's a shield, so I decide to fall back because there's nothing I can do until that shield goes down, and unfortunately I get taken out. So we're going to come in and have a look at some Rivonics gameplay. So that's the first 2 wave of attacks down, and our opponent's being very, very aggressive, pushing all the way to our side of the field. Not really interested in trying to hold that middle and pick up the tokens, more just out for blood by the looks of it. Okay, so it looks like we've got Solodragon in the forward position now. Croat has switched away from the Rev Reaper back to the Select and he's playing the Sniper, and I'm just trying not to die. So right there, that was a really good use of the manual fire mode. So if you have auto shoot on but you want to fire manually, just double tap the screen. Although I have seen King Tony recently has been playing in proper manual mode where you actually get a button as a trigger. I might give that a try at some point. Okay, so we take those people out. I just picked these 2 up. Had to use the shield to survive it, but it was worth it. We've got 6 of the tokens now. Solar and Croak pushing forward after that 10th token, and the carrier manages to survive, or at least initially. Now he's down, so that token is there for the taking. Croak not able to move forward and take it though because of the brain saw, so we take them out, and now we have regained control of the centre of the battlefield. Got all 10 tokens, and the countdown is on. Okay, we're about to hit 7 seconds, so I'm just going to hit that shield, run forward and play as much interference as I can because I can't be taken out unless I get knocked into that hole. Nice and easy. Okay, next game. Arena 1 with that big swinging hammer right in the middle gets me a lot. Let's have a look what's on the opposing side. Boomdozer is probably one to watch out for. Not much else really. Starting on the right hand flank, so let's push up the right side, see if we can take out this first wave of opponents. So they concentrate into a big bunch, which makes it really easy for us, and there we go, 2 of them down. One of them has picked up the token but didn't manage to survive with it, so now I get to push forward. I've had to heal because I took quite a bit of damage, and I'm just trying to avoid that hammer as well as watch out for these 2 people. Okay, that Tri-Dino Blaster did a number on me, so I fall back and I'm just waiting for my heal to cool down because I'm under the cosh. There it goes, we heal back to full, and then we can push forward and try and get these tokens. So we've managed to neutralise another push. We've got someone with a ghoul grinder there. We want to take them out before they get close, which we managed to do. Oof, and I get one-shotted by the Boomdozer in big giant mode using that dino power. So come in with the Rivonix, and I'm just going to absolutely pepper the opponents. So yeah, we managed to push up the left-hand flank. I've fallen back to the middle, and now we're just trying to hold this position. Trying to more or less constantly fire even if I've not got direct line of sight, just because the Rivonix has got that ricochet ability, and it's just not accurate anyway. Tri-Blaster coming back in forces me to hit the shield, so I managed to survive, but I didn't manage to take it out before the shield ran out, unfortunately, so I've fallen back. We really need that Dino Blaster down. It is a threat, something I should have picked up on at the beginning really. All 3 of us now spread out in a nice tri-formation, and we successfully defend that push, get up to the middle, and we've got the 10th token. So again, I'm just firing darts forward on the Rivonix. As soon as I hit 7 seconds, up goes the shield. I know that's going to remain active until the game ends. So now I can push forward and just try and protect my opponents. Sorry, my teammates, which I do. Okay, good victory. Next game. Arena 1 again. We're doing really well at these pinball games so far. Ooh, a Rivonix, a Boomdozer, and a Vulcan. 3 blasters to watch out for there, particularly the Rivonix. We've seen what that can do. I've got no idea why people use the Talon without the Jolt though, when those complement each other well. Right, I've moved up the left-hand flank, take out the first couple of people. Third one is still alive because of that shield. As soon as it drops, they get taken out immediately. First push down, we've got good control of the middle. And did that person just teleport forward with the Vulcan? It looked like it. Either way, it didn't work. They get taken out, and we are remaining in control. I'm holding that left-hand flank for the time being. And I think I just took out the person with the Boomdozer, if I saw that correctly. Their enemies are wiped out. Their Rivonix has probably got about 30 seconds left on the cooldown, so we're in control for now. Nothing to really worry about. So I've just fallen back a little bit and hit my heal, because I am playing the sniper role after all. Okay, there's a fair few tokens down on the battlefield. Left-hand flank is secure, so we get to move up. And we've got one person hiding right at the back, presumably trying to heal up. Rivonix coming in again, so I just absolutely pepper it. And because there was no other targets, all 3 of us take out the Rivonix before it can cause a problem. We've had to fall back a little bit, but we are comfortably in control. When you're watching these games, it's always worth keeping an eye on the minimap as well, so you can see what my teammates are doing. You can see how we all naturally move around as a team, protect each other, swap roles. If somebody dies at the front, someone else moves forward, or we all fall back. Okay, so we've done really well there. There was some threats on the battlefield that never got a chance to actually shine. There we go, nice comfortable victory. Let's carry on. The birthday game's going well so far, and all 3 of us wearing a different colour of the same style of outfit, which I think is rather cool. Not much on the opposing side, although I do notice there's a lot of knockback on the opposing side of the battlefield, so just something to be mindful of. Ooh, Jolt Sneak Attack. Doesn't do the job though, only gets us halfway down. We heal straight back up. They've been taken out, and now we managed to take out this other opponent. Left hand flank is being held by Solodragon, who's also had to heal up. That hammer doing a bit of work for us, and just narrowly avoid that pinball. Didn't even see it coming. So a very chaotic start there, but we all managed to hold our own. We've pushed the opponents back to their side of the battlefield, and now we are holding the centre. So we're back in a comfortable position, and Croat's also come in with that Ultra Select. I think that might be all three of us with an Ultra Select on the battlefield at the same time. If that's the case, our opponents are in trouble. So you can see Croat holding the front there and doing a good job. We're quite left flank heavy at the moment, but it seems to have worked, and I've just fallen back until I can heal, and now I can move forward quite comfortably again. So Croat's moving from the left flank to the right flank, Solodragon's holding the left flank, and our opponents seeming to be coming at us in a line one at a time. Just like a kung fu movie, very thoughtful. All three of us just concentrating fire on the advancing opponents. And they've kindly brought us another token, thanks.
Yeet.
Yeet by the pinball there, had to heal, doesn't matter. In control, so again this left hand flank seems to be where all the action is happening. Opponents now push back to their base, so we can take control here. We've got Solodragon forward with the Ghoul Grinder. I accidentally teleport, so I just heal up and defend the position I'm in. Teleport reset, so I'll just jump through that. Nice. And a good easy way to finish there. So once again, very, very good team play from us. Let's move on. Back in Arena 3. Let's see what we're coming up against. A Nitron, one of those tri-shotgun things. Ultra Strike, doesn't really scare me to be honest. Okay, so straight up the middle and trying to take people out, but they all pull to the right hand side, which forces me to move. Two of them are down. We've got the Ultra Strike still up, but now he's dead as well. Drop the token. We'll grab that. Nice. We've got an enemy on the right, so I just turn to take that person out. I get knocked back quite a bit there, but it doesn't matter too much. We're back in control, and another push has been neutralised. So one lone person trying it on their own up the middle there, didn't get anywhere. And now we're just trying to hold them at their own base the best we can. Hopefully we'll soon have blasters on cooldown and our opponents won't be able to muster any sort of offence. So yep, we're in that position. Very nice. I think that is an invisible person. You could tell by the orange glow indicating the spawn shield. Doesn't seem to have made a difference though. Falling back a little bit and holding our position well. So in comes that strike again, gets taken out straight away. Here's the Nitro Blaster again, not really managing to muster anything there. Good control. So no threat really from the opposing side. They're playing like bots or possibly two bots and a person. So I'm just holding the left hand side here now. Someone to my right side with the Phoenix, but they get taken out by Mr. Croat. Solodragon's holding the front there using the Brain Saw. And doing a pretty damn good job of it, even though there's a lot of knockback going on from that Tri-Blaster. And the hammer there, taking out our opponent. Very nice. Okay, holding the left now. Just need to be aware not to get bonked by the hammer. We don't want that taking our life total and forcing us to use the heal bar up so close to the end of the match. Okay, doing a really good job here. I'm using cover just to protect myself. That person's run up, but got taken out by the Ghoul Grinder. And Solo getting taken out right at the end there, but it doesn't matter. They played the role very, very well. Let's jump straight into the next one. Back in Arena 3 again. And let's see, we've got a Boom Dozer, an Ultra Strike. Not much going on the opposing side. But we do need to watch out for that Boom Dozer. As we've seen already, it can one-shot us. So see on the mini-map, opponents teleported in and they've come in with that Boom Dozer, so they've managed to hit us, but they didn't kill us. They hadn't gone full beast mode yet, so I have healed. And our opponent's really getting us under the cosh here. This is a very aggressive push from them. There's no tokens for them to take off us, so I'm not quite sure what they were trying to achieve there. Looks like we've got Solodragon playing interference up front. And now I'm just trying to hold the middle, also trying to protect myself because I had 3 coming at me at the same time. Okay, so we've done a good job there. We've just got this shotgun to take out and we need to heal up, but it doesn't matter. Now we can move forward and capture some of these tokens. One opponent respawning, now 2. They've got one of the tokens and they quickly die. So at the moment they're not managing to stay alive for more than a couple of seconds, making it relatively safe to run up and pick up the token that was dropped by our opponents. And now I'm just going to use the teleporter to get back to safety. What a fantastic little push that was. Took out 3 people, picked up a token, no damage done. Once again, that knockback doing the job, forcing us to use that heal bar. Fortunately, at this level of the game, I've got pretty good cooldown on the power cards, so it doesn't take long until I get to the point where I can reuse it. Okay, so once again, taking out the next wave. We've got Solodragon forward with one of the tokens. 2 of the tokens, unfortunately, dropped them. So now we need to fight forward and pick those up. So we've got Solodragon and Mr. Kraut supporting there. Mr. Kraut getting taken out as soon as he picks them up. And once again, there's that boomdozer. So going heavy on us. At the end here, a real good push by the opponents. They managed to do a lot of damage and put us under the cosh, but they didn't manage to take me out and get the tokens off me. So we managed to survive that countdown in a bit of a hairy situation, let's face it. So GG to my teammates and our opponents. Arena 2 next, Sniper's Paradise. Let's see. Not much going on the opposing side. A couple of moto blitzers. You don't see that many of those these days. They're going to be well suited to this map, so we just need to be aware of them. And straight away, someone teleporting in using that knockback ability. So our attacker gets taken down. Just need to reload. We've taken out 2 of the 3, pushing forward. Now all 3. So first wave is dealt with quite comfortably. We just need to beware those hammers when we're going to pick the tokens up. And I stupidly got yeeted by the pinball. Didn't do a lot of damage to me this time though, thankfully. The damage seems inconsistent. I don't know if it depends, if it just kind of trims you or what, but sometimes it seems to do a lot of damage, other times not so much. Need to move forward and try and get that token, but Solodragon gets it. And I get yeeted by the hammer. I'm not having a good time with these environmental hazards. I need to be careful. Good line of sight there, doing a bit of damage, but I did notice I am getting directly in my teammate's way, so I decided to move. Pick that token up on the way, and now I'm just trying to fall back a little bit. Solo and I both doing a good job of picking up those tokens and sniping. Basically, we're playing the same role here. And as you've noticed, none of our teammates have ran forward, so we're very much fighting at a distance, and it's paying off. I do want to get out of this tunnel though, as we've seen from our opponents. When they get stuck in the tunnel, they can be sitting ducks to somebody with a good sniper shot. And we know that there's those 2 motor blitzes running around, so we know our teammates have got the ability to lay down that long distance fire. I guess Solo dropped his tokens and managed to collect those, and now we just need to take this person out, get hit a bit and need to heal, so we'll move forward as soon as it's safe, which it now is. I only need the 1 token, and then I need to be careful because I'm the one with all the tokens, so if I get taken out, the counter restarts. So just make a fight in retreat there. Both of my teammates doing a really good job of holding the line. And Mr. Kraut there using the Eagle Point Sniper Rifle. Didn't realise he brought that into the game. That's got this really cool ability called the reload trick. Well worth checking out if you unlock that blaster. Prismatic rarity though, so, you know, not easy to get hold of. Okay, Arena 1 and Nitro, Double Punch, Vulcan. See how this goes. But all of those blasters, they're fairly threatening, but to be honest, the Ultra Select is a better blaster. So holding the left hand flank now and just trying to tackle this wave, and they all died very quickly. That was really good. And a sneak attack there from our opponent sends us flying from behind, and the boomdozer goes down just as quickly as it arrived. I didn't see that on the opening screen initially, so that was a bit of a surprise. Just need to survive a couple of seconds until that healing bar regenerates, which it does, and we hit it straight away, which is good because we take damage almost immediately, so narrowly avoiding death there. Now I'm pushing up the left-hand flank. We've only got one motor blitz on the right side to look after. Other opponents have spawned in now, so falling back a little bit. Once again having to use that heal item as soon as it cools down. So under the cosh a bit, and I get taken out by, I think that was an Ember Strike with the damage boost. So let's bring in the Rivonics and play more of a forward role now, try and pick up some of these tokens. That damage boosting power card can turn any blaster into a major threat. Oof. And we get hit by the Boomdozer, but he doesn't survive long enough to do any damage. And now we've got two Rivonics on our side, so our opponents are in serious trouble. And that shield protecting me long enough to get up and do a lot of damage with the Rivonics, which then heals me in turn thanks to the second ability on the Rivonics. Or is it the first? I forget. Either way, that is how you recover with the Rivonics, you just do damage. So now I'm just manual firing some darts forward, and we get the victory. Next game.
Yeah.
Now we're back in Arena 1 with that big swinging hammer in the middle. Let's check the opponents. We've got an Eagle Point, a Stratohawk, and a Superblast. Not much else there. Solodragon's brought in a Boomdozer, so let's see how that does for us. Damage boost over drop, so that should make taking out the first wave easy, and it does. They die in seconds. Second wave up, already the first one down. And I've barely done any damage so far in this match, and it's not made a difference. Everybody's just dead very quickly. Narrowly avoid getting hit by the pinball, and now I get hit for the first time and heal. And got hit straight away by the guy with the shotgun. He died quickly. Right hand flank of the opponents now collapsing, so we can move forward, pick up these tokens. I just need to watch that big hammer. There we go. Already halfway there with tokens, and the game's only just begun. Okay, we've got one of those mega crossbow things coming in now, doing a bit of damage, so I need to fall back because I've got a couple of seconds left on the heal card, which is now back up, so we're at full strength, and now I can start to fight my way forward again. So we've got a token there, but I think, oh no, I got it. I thought it might go to Solodragon. And now we've just got one more. Solodragon gets that one. Again, just being mindful of that great big hammer. Oof, and we took some damage from the Superblast there, but we healed straight back up, and now we're just fighting our way back. So the opponent's managing to make a coordinated push, but they do not break our line. Okay, we just need one more token, which is right there. Solodragon very carefully avoiding the hammer there, so that was some good situational awareness. Again, we take out the push from the opponents, and now both of us have dropped back. So we're now leaving our sniping Mr. Crow to take the front of the battlefield, which he does dutifully. And there we go, another victory for us. So we've not really had any difficulty so far. We've just been steamrolling everybody. We've not been in Arena 4 yet. We've got an Ultra 1, an Ultra 2, a Nitro Blaster, and that triple shotgun thing with a mega knockback. Okay, let's get going. We can make good use of the Rivonics if we need to load into it on this map. That backboard being right where people spawn just makes it very easy to harass people once you've initially broken the opponents and you've got them basically defending their spawn point. So not as good until you've got some of the blasters on cooldown and actually got your opponents under the cosh in the first place. But once you do get them under the cosh, it can be very hard for them to get out of that position. All three of us are in sniping mode, and our opponents are finding it very difficult to get close to us. As you saw from the blasters they were using, they've not really got much good for fighting from a distance. The Ultra 2, I think, was in there. That's alright, but it's got a capacity of 6, and the Ultra Select has got a capacity of 18. So healed up after taking a couple of hits and also getting yeeted by the pinball. And now we are pushing our way back to the centre. So all three opponents getting taken out in quick succession there. One person rushing through with the dragon power, causing a bit of problems, but they quickly get taken out. And there's the Ultra 2 with that damage boost, so it's taken me out. So now I'm coming in with a Rivonic, so let's put some theory into practice. Assuming we get the chance, of course, which we should do. We've got Solodragon and we've got Mr. Crow doing some really good sniping, so I'm forward, I'm doing some damage. I am also aware that I'm holding most of the tokens, so I don't just want to charge forward, at least until the shield's active, which it now is. Pick up an extra token and get knocked right across the arena, but it does not matter. Another comfortable victory, even though our opponents did manage to get a couple of decent pushes on us. Back into the sniper arena, so let's see what we've got. Okay, a couple of Ultra Strikes, a Vagabond, an Eagle Point, a Boom Dozer, an Ultra 1, the Shotgun thing. There's a lot there, and straight away a sneak attack with that Boom Dozer, and we take them out before they even transform, so that was very well scouted there. And they didn't even slow us down, we've straight away advanced to the middle, and now we're all taking up positions. Looks like we've got Solodragon with his own Boom Dozer running up to be a menace up front. So let's see how that goes for us. You can see some of those knockbacks there. Yeet. What an absolute menace. So birthday menace there. Causing some problems for the opponents while I get the easy role of just sniping and picking stuff up. You did a good job there, Solodragon. You survived a lot longer than I thought you would with that kind of suicidal mission forward. You didn't have to take out the opponents, and there is the opposing Boom Dozer again, straight away taken out. Boom, no problem whatsoever. Nice easy job there, lads. We tried to coordinate this game in advance through the YouTube comments, and honestly couldn't have asked for a better third teammate in Mr. Crow. That was just very lucky. I was really happy that I got to play these games with Solodragon on his birthday. It's something that he'd made me aware of and asked if I could play. So I made a point of logging into the game, and I'm very glad I did. Had an absolute blast. We just steamrolled so many people. I've showcased a bunch of videos here, but not nearly as many as I recorded. I had to stop eventually because it just drained my iPad battery. Playing games and recording videos just does a number on it. But I think I've got one more game to show. And it's in 3v3. This was the last game I recorded. And if my memory serves me well, which it might not, I think this was the last game Mr. Kraut played with us. So a bunch of double punches and an Ultra Select on the opposing side. So they're really well suited to this map. We just need to be careful. However, because we're playing on Old Town, most likely playing against bots, because you've always got that train going from right to left. It means you always spawn on the same side. So yeah, I don't think these were real players that we played against. But I just wanted to leave it in to just show you, look how quickly we're just running through these people. They can barely muster any sort of attack against us. And even Solodragon, being under-leveled, is holding his own very, very well. And once again, a big happy birthday to Solodragon. I hope you picked up lots of trophies during this gameplay. I've noticed that you are at the top of the weekly tournaments, which you normally are because you put the time and the effort in, and those rewards are well worth fighting for. So I hope you get lots of blaster points for the blasters that you need the most. Happy birthday, thank you for watching. Yeet.
Yeet, yeet.